In this video, we'll learn how to book a package for a Bender event. Before you begin, gather the following info. You'll need to know your Bender account login credentials or be prepared to create a new one. You'll need your credit card info, and you'll need to know how you intend to pay. We'll take a closer look at payment options a little later, but for now, you just need to know if you're paying for the whole thing, if you're going to split it 50-50 with your roommate, and or use one of our payment plan options. For your roommate, you'll need their full legal name as it appears on their government ID, their email address, date of birth, phone number, and if you intend to split payment with them, you'll need their credit card info and credit card billing address as well. If your roommate has been to a Bender event before, they already have their own Bender reservation account. You'll want to use the name and email address exactly as they've used with us in the past to avoid creating a duplicate account for them. Now that we have all of this information ready to go, let's get started. Begin by selecting the package you wish to purchase from our event website. For this example, we'll be selecting the Lux Room. If you don't have an account, we recommend you check out the video titled Creating a Bender Reservation Account for a detailed walkthrough of the process. New accounts can be created by clicking this link. Once your account credentials are in hand, log in to continue. Now we find ourselves inside the Bender Reservations booking engine. Since we selected the Lux Room package from the event site, we're now shown all the available bedding options within that room type. Only available items will appear within the booking engine. In this case, both king and two queen packages are available. If one of these options had been sold out, it would not appear as an option at this point. Now select your package of choice and continue. On the following screen, you'll notice the accommodation type and your running total in the left-hand column. On the right, you'll notice a countdown timer. This is the amount of time you have to complete your transaction. This timer exists because the Bender has limited inventory. As you add items to your cart, they're made unavailable to others. If the timer is left to expire, your cart will empty and your selections will return to inventory for the next person to buy. For the sake of this video, I'm going to deactivate this timer, but when you're booking your own package, please be mindful of the amount of time you have remaining. Okay, the timer is gone. We've added our package into the cart. Now where are we at? At this point, we'll be presented with the available add-ons for your package type. Again, only available options will appear on the following screens. If you don't see an option, then it's been sold out or it's in someone else's cart right now. Now for each add-on, you can either click the select button to add it to your reservation or click the skip button to proceed without it. So for this example, we're going to go ahead and skip the baller upgrade. We'll skip the VIP upgrade. But let's go ahead and add one of these unlimited premium wristbands. Now you'll see we're asked to assign the wristband to the individuals within the reservation. You'll notice my name is on there, but for now my roommate is simply referred to as Adult 2. We'll add a roommate's name later on, but I know they like to drink, so let's go ahead and give them one of these. Now this unlimited soda water wristband is our next choice, and that's a little more my speed, so I'm going to select that for myself. Now we're given the choice to add Bender Extender additional pre and post nights. The pre-nights are presented here first, and they are in reverse chronological order. So the top date is the day just before the event and so forth. I think we'll show up a couple days early, so let's go ahead and select those nights. Again, we indicate that both guests will be present on the pre-nights. And now we're given the choice of post nights. We're definitely going to need at least one more day to recover, so let's go ahead and pick that. And again, both of us will be present for that. Now that our cart is full, we can review the items that we've selected. You can remove a single line item by clicking Remove Item beneath the item in question. If you'd like to go back and adjust your add-ons, you can click the drop-down toggle beside the Add More Options button and you can jump right to the add-on in question. Or you can click the Add More Options button and you'll jump back to the beginning of the add-ons section. I'm happy with what we chose, so let's just skip forward and bring back to the reservation detail page. There we go. Okay, everything looks good here, so let's check out. Now we've arrived at the guest details page. On this page, our first option is a checkbox labeled I'm sponsoring this reservation for someone else. If I click this button, the first thing we notice is that my personal information has disappeared from the Guest 1 section. So what's up with that choice, and what does it mean to sponsor someone? A sponsor is someone who assumes 100% financial responsibility for the package that they're not physically using themselves. If you're buying the bender as a gift, or if you've bought a package for yourself and want to buy an extra package for your friends to enjoy the bender on your dime, then you're a sponsor. Check that box, and this reservation will be for your guests in your extra room. Bottom line is this: if you intend to sleep in this room, then you are not a sponsor. This is most people. Leave this box unchecked and continue filling out this page. So as you can see, my information is already here from when I created my account. Additionally, we ask, how did you hear about this event? We use this info for marketing analysis, so we appreciate your best answer. Here's where we'll enter our roommate info. If you're not sure who your roommate will be, you can leave it blank for now by checking these two boxes. But be warned, there's a limited amount of time to provide your roommate's info. A few months prior to the event, we activate a name change fee to add or modify the names on a reservation. A few weeks out from the event, name changes are no longer guaranteed, and a name change could cost much, much more or simply not be allowed at all. You can find the name change fees and dates on the FAQ section of the event website. Fortunately, I know who my roommate will be, so I can just fill it out. If you have any preferences or special requests, you can add those here. We'll do our best, although of course nothing is guaranteed. And continue. Now we've arrived at the financial responsibility section. At this point, you have 4 different options on how to pay. The first option is for you to pay the full amount today. With the next option, you and your roommate each pay your equal share in full today. You can also choose a payment plan where you're paying the deposit today and the remaining amount is split into 2 future payments. And finally, you can split the cost with your roommate and each of you can be on the payment plan. The first step is to decide if I'm paying for the whole thing or if I'm going to split it with my roommate. All the screens that follow from this point are very similar, so I'll choose the more complicated option to use as an example. In this case, I am going to split payment with my roommate. Now I'll choose between each of us paying our half in full or using the payment plan, and I think we'll use the payment plan. Now I'm given the choice to review my personal information. I'm also asked which band I'm most excited to see at the Bender, so I think I'll pick these guys. Next, I'm asked to review my roommate's information. You'll notice the system is asking for the billing address of the card we're about to use. And now is the terms and conditions screen. Of course, we'd like for you to read through all of these terms and conditions, and you will receive a copy of them in your emailed receipt. And now we're on the payment screen. First step is to select a credit card. Since I'm using the payment plan, I want to use a card with an expiration date well past the payment dates. It looks like my card on file does the trick, but I can just as easily enter a new one at this point. Finally, you're asked to authorize autopay for your upcoming payments. We strongly recommend that you say yes to autopay and enter your initials. Autopay is as it sounds. Your installment will be automatically charged on the payment dates, and yes, you'll receive an email prior to those dates as a reminder. If you choose no to autopay, you have to remember your payment dates, manually log in and initiate payment yourself, which is a pain in the butt. And if you accidentally forget to pay, you risk forfeiting your whole reservation, which is a kick in the butt. So do yourself a favor, say yes to autopay, and rest easy. So now all that remains is to submit payment, and today that payment is a deposit due on half of my reservation. Just like that, my deposit is paid. Now all that's left is to repeat those steps for my roommate using the credit card information I got from him before we began this process. And with that, our package is booked. Before we get to the confirmation, we're given the opportunity to add travel insurance to our package. I'll do a separate video on travel insurance and how to add it to your reservation, but for today, we're going to continue without it. And finally, we have arrived at the confirmation screen. Take a moment to read through this page and watch your email for your confirmation, which will contain all of this info as well. And that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the Bender.